Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Kicker and OvenBreak, where I haven't done one of these sorts of videos in a while because we're technically playing through the Great March in what the fuck is the game mode called? I keep forgetting. It's like Galactic's Empire's March to Glory. That's what it is. We're technically going through some of the story, but not really, because basically what we're doing is we're going through some of the story that we missed, because you may not remember, but in the last part of the actual story in regards to, the Galactic Empire's March to Glory, basically there were some secret missions that we could have tried and unlocked, but we couldn't because all of it required not only having Allulose Nova Cookie, which we do have, but it required her being at such a ridiculous level to the point where unlocking those missions seemed so unreasonable. Like, maybe I could have unlocked them, but then, I don't know, doing the missions could have been just as hard, but come on. It's so ridiculous to make sure that you buff out a legendary cookie that's just came out without paying money. I think it's just very stupid they would do something like that, but you know what? I can't complain. At least Cookie got me to where it is today. But what we're going to be doing is, we should be able to, I think ironic, there's actually an easy way to locate this. We just have to go to Galactic Empire's March to Glory. We press the story button over here. Then it opens up this story. Now, the story that we missed should be not the Empress's plot. No, that's a current story that we're going through right now. We have to go through, not Cookie Planet Allulose, because these are the cookies that we have to meet. But what's over here is our planet Allulose. This is where the secret stories are, being held. As you can see, there's 4 of them right here. There's these other 4 being in the Golden Garden, Memories of the First Encounter, Aftermath, and Mad of the Cosmos. But the thing is, we can't do those yet because we actually have to get them from the second part of the story. This was from the first part that we could have unlocked. Now, unlocking all these only takes 10 story keys. I have dozens upon dozens of these story keys, which I can even, a few more, which is pretty good. I'll take those as a bonus. But I can tell you one thing for certain. You could have gotten these for free, but I'm gonna be honest, unlocking these with story keys is just a lot more versatile, a lot more easy to do. So what we're gonna be doing is, at the very least, we're gonna be going ahead and going through each of these cutscenes. We'll, do a cool transcript voice act thing for them, and then I'll give my thoughts at each one. Then we'll also do the skip cutscene thing where we can get the quick dialogue, the quick summary of it, and then tell you my thoughts. Do it over and over and over and over until we're just basically the end. Because I'm curious about how this context, fits in line with what we recently see for the first part of the story. Because bear in mind, all this happened before it was revealed that Allulose was you know what? I'm just going to sacrifice all my kind, because why not? How dare her. So I guess first of all, let's use 10 keys to get a Cosmic Lunch Special. There you go. Pretty good.
How's everything on Earthbed doing? It's been a while. Nice to meet you too, Goop. I on Kiki Robot said a friend of a friend is a friend, Goop. They said it's nice to meet you after so long. Since you don't have a universal translator, I stepped in, Squeak. Yeah, of course. Pepperbot patrols the neighborhood every day. Yeah, I'm getting along nicely with alien cookies. I've been talking with Brady a lot lately. Turns out we have a lot more in common than I thought. Brady's an alien with lots of questions about life on Earthbed. Everyone be quiet and listen. Allo Cookie has some exciting news to share. I'm flattered, but really, I'm pretty proud of myself too. Remember those prison flowers I told you about? Well, I finally found a way to commercialize them. You've given our planet a chance to become a green once more. They say they will cook up a Jade Galaxy lunch special, and I'll help out. The astronaut said to hang up since they're going to start cooking. We'll be in touch. Eat your Jane noodles before they get cold. Delicious as always. This flavor is unlike anything on our planet. It's so intense. My dough's standing on end, but it is not an unpleasant sensation. It's vegan jajang noodles made with prison flowers, so it's healthy too. This is all thanks to Allo Cookie's research. Oh no, it's all thanks to the astronaut's cooking skills. All the hard work on Earth would pay off. A place full of tasty food? Earthbed must be a wonderful place. There are tons of other delicious jellies and food too. I hope we can continue meeting like this, even if I return to Earthbed once more. Bell Pepper Cookie and Dr. Wasabi Cookie are going to be excited.
So, basically, it revolved around the alien cookies making a return and also enjoying some of the jajang noodles, which Aloe Cookie's being a goat right now because she's basically making it so that they're being commercialized and also making sure that there's more flourishing Stevia Nova plants, which is very helpful considering that the planet of Stevia Nova, or the Stevia planet, is just gone now. But it's still very sweet. This is even a long description too. A cosmic lunch special. During an interstellar video call between Planet Stevia and Planet Allulose, Aloe Cookie announces a breakthrough. The prism flowers are ready for widespread cultivation. To celebrate, the astronauts offer to whip up a Jade Galaxy lunch special in honor of the occasion. The cookies of Planet Stevia try jajang noodles for the very first time and are left completely speechless. As the meal winds down, the cookies share a quiet hope. When everything is over, the cookies of Earth bread and the alien cookies will continue to live side by side, just like today. Honestly, I do like how the alien cookies and the normal cookies, or the cookies of Earth bread, can possibly live side by side because it just seems like they enjoy, hey, what do you and I have in common? We like food! That's like something that everyone can agree to, which I do think is a very cute cutscene showcasing other characters, and I really like the return of the Nutsters. I love the Astronauts, one of my favorite, non-cookies of the whole game. Now we have a most extraordinary picnic. Now, I want to say, does this have anything to do with Cherry Blossom? Because the last time that we saw Cherry Blossom, she was dodging strays left and right from White Peach Cookie. I have to see.
The worker bees the worker bee cookies have set up a picnic with tea. Come, this way. You can see the freshly bloomed allulose flowers from here. A picnic while gazing up at space. Interesting.
We have the technology to make the sky in all of its colors, but I shall let you enjoy the view to its fullest.
I thought I'd gotten used to seeing space through its space window, or its ship's window, but lying here in the garden looking up at the sky makes it feel brand new. A garden filled with sweet allulose flowers. There weren't a lot in the gardens with such a lovely scent, even on Earthbread. How did you come up with the idea to build such a magnificent palace?
Shouldn't an empire have a palace worthy of its grandeur? Helios Honey Cookie did a wonderful job.
I simply followed your majesty's instructions.
All the desserts looked so tiny, but they were surprisingly filling. It was my first proper afternoon tea, too. What a special experience. Oh, that sparkling clutter up in the sky. Heck, it's actually a sparkling cluster. Are those stars? How romantic.
Oh no, that's the Helios Imperial Armada. Since you mistook them for stars, let me show you something even more spectacular. A greeting to guests who have came from far.
Why is the worker bees army moving around like that? Huh? They're forming into some kind of shape. It's our faces! Her Majesty did this out of consideration, knowing that you would not understand if we wrote in our script. Consider it an honor. Thank you for your hospitality. This will indeed be a memorable experience for our friends from Earthbread.
Oh, and we are so glad to have you with us. Hope your time here is sweeter than honey.
Understood, Your Majesty. Then it shall be a time sweeter than honey for us as well.
I knew you would figure it out. Make sure to treat our guests with the utmost care while they are here in my empire.
It's so sad experiencing that, knowing that they're just gonna get double-crossed at the end. Like, double-crossed from the side of the Allulose Empire to the, both, I guess, Stevia, quote-unquote, but more importantly, the Xylitol Empire. But then also how Helios Honey is basically just ditching Allulose Nova because, there ain't no way that plan's gonna work. But it's sad that you have this power that's just throw it all away. A most extraordinary picnic. The cookies settle in for a picnic in the garden nearby the Allulose Palace, already a memory worth cherishing. But when the worker bee cookies take to the sky, drawing the faces of each guest across the night sky in a breathtaking air show, Xylitol Nova Cookie steps forward to offer thanks on behalf of the guest, and Allulose Nova Cookie simply smiles, saying that having them here has just been as good for the Empire as it has been for them. Ooh. Rubbing salt in the wound. Such salt in the wound. And also now, we have at a previous Nova okay, I think the last Nova Cookie, I think it was like aspartame. It might have been that. I don't know, but is that going to also involve this cookie? Is it going to involve all of them? I'm curious. This one I'm very curious about, because it could expose a lot. Oh, come on, aspartame isn't there? In the distant past, when all Nova Cookies still kept in touch. But where's the other one? I'd like to start this year's first regular Nova meeting. Before we begin, let me take attendance. Aspartame Nova Cookie?
Aspartame Nova Cookie didn't show up again? I dragged my busy self here, and yet I am sure that Aspartame Nova Cookie has a good reason for this absence. I eagerly will wait for the day we meet again.
I agree with Stevia Nova Cookie, but it's still a shame. I was planning to talk about something rather important.
Worry is written all over your face, like a sunspot.
I'm sorry for worrying you. I'm not very good at hiding my feelings, but I have a good reason to be concerned. We've discovered a black hole. I'll send you the full details of the report, but one thing is certain. There's a 0% chance it will disappear on its own.
This is worse than I could have ever imagined.
I'm sure you're all well aware of its dangers, so I won't go into further detail. Only a few on our planet are aware of this news. We are preparing for the possibility that our planet's pride, the Xylitol barrier, could be breached. The universe expanding, and our planet is slowly moving away. Your planets will probably be safe from the black hole, but be careful.
Fortunately, our planet seems to be faring well so far. I'll keep an eye out for any changes in the sky.
Allulose Nova Cookie, you seem to be enjoying this.
You need enemies to become stronger. This is an opportunity for my empire to grow.
I didn't expect you to take it so... Well, even so, please be careful.
Yes, I'm going to make the best choice for planet Allulose.
Of course, we don't see Aspartame Nova. Stevia Nova is being as stoic as ever. Xylitol Nova seems to be the only one taking it seriously, and Allulose Nova is just like, ooh, I got an idea. Let's just ruin our whole army. At a regular Nova meeting in the distant past, Xylitol Nova Cookie cannot hide his disappointment at Aspartame Nova Cookie's continued absence, as this was the meeting where the discovery of the black hole was to be shared with everyone. Stevia Nova Cookie and Allulose Nova Cookie each respond to the news in their own way, making choices for their planets that could not be more different from each other. This actually showcases a little bit of important lore, because this implies that there's a high likelihood, unless if something is revealed at the end of the story, or in the secret missions, this implies that Aspartame Nova Cookie has no awareness of a black hole. This could be a problem, but, you know, it depends on if Aspartame is good or not, which, for all I know, when we meet Aspartame, they're probably going to be an antagonist, because let's be honest, every single one we've seen so far was an antagonist. At least Stevia Nova turned, and Aspartame Nova, I don't know. Not Aspartame, Hexagon Nova. Allulose. I don't know yet, but... Don't like the path to where she's heading. But we have one more cutscene, which is one and the same. I wonder what this one's all about. I am grateful for your invitation, Your Majesty.
So, you must be that soldier everyone's been talking about. I heard you took first place in the Imperial Strategist Tournament.
Oh, this is when they first met. Yes, Your Majesty.
Your strategy report was impressive. I'll reward you generously for your efforts. But first, go off and enjoy the ball. I shall grant you the honor of being my first dance partner.
I am not very skilled at the waltz, but I will do my best not to disappoint you, Your Majesty.
Don't you worry. I'll lead you. Everyone, enjoy yourselves. And the guest I was awaiting for the most has arrived. There needs to be more commotion. When should I call my guards?
How dare you draw a weapon in the presence of Her Majesty?
Oh my, I suppose my guards will not be needed.
Wait, what's just... Was I reading that correctly? Let me just make sure. Was it... Yeah. Okay, that was correct. I just had to be sure I was saying the correct cookies correctly.
We meet again. I called you here to present you with an award for saving the ball.
I don't recall doing anything worthy of an reward. I just noticed a cookie acting suspiciously and happened to step in because the guards were far away. And if I may not be so bold, Your Majesty, it seemed you wanted the commotion to escalate.
Oh, is that so? Tell me, what did you see?
The Helios Empire has grown rapidly under Your Majesty's rule. Naturally, that has earned you enemies, and they tend to strike when cookies are distracted by festivals and celebrations. Lately, Your Majesty has been hosting parties for all manner of occasions, and not just for close acquaintances. You've been extending invitations to strangers as well. Judging by the guests in attendance, I suspected it was more than a mere social gathering. I believe Your Majesty had a purpose in mind. It was during the last party that I began to speculate about Your Majesty's intentions. I wondered if you were trying to stage a crisis, one involving dangerous cookies already under the Empire's watch. In other words, I believe Your Majesty's aim was to demonstrate the necessity of the Imperial Army and strengthen its military forces. If my shallow speculation was mistaken, then I apologize.
Oh, correct you are. How fascinating. I didn't use my hive mind, but we had the same thoughts. Will you come visit tomorrow? I'd like to hear your opinion on something else. The Rose Nebula Garden is finally complete. It's beautiful. Excellent work leading the project, Helios Honey Cookie.
Anything for Her Majesty and the Empire.
Only you, I, and the bees know amongst our secret garden. You can speak freely here about anything. The space roses are in full bloom, and they're beautiful.
But I imagine it still isn't enough.
I know your majesty's gaze is set on the farthest reaches of the cosmos.
Oh, you're right. It's still far from enough. Will I be satisfied once every star, even those yet unknown by me, is covered in allulose? No, even that may not be enough. Will you by my side? The day this entire universe belongs to the Allulose Empire can't be far off, wouldn't you agree?
Everything will unfold exactly as your majesty desires. Your majesty's will is my own.
So not only is it like the first time where they made contact, but it's basically how their quote-unquote relationship evolved, where they kind of wanted the same thing, except it was more so, you know, like right hand. It's kind of like someone having a right hand man, like a vice, you know, like a vice president or something like that. I don't know. One of the same. Helios Honeykookie, a common soldier who won first place at the Imperial Strategist Who Cares tournament, receives a personal invitation from Allulose Novakookie to attend a royal ball. Just as he is about to share the first dance with the Empress herself, an attack breaks out, and he steps forward to stop it without a moment's hesitation. The following day, Allulose Novakookie asks how he was able to respond so quickly. The answer, Helios Honeykookie had seen through the entire incident. He recognized it as a staged attack, orchestrated by the Empress herself to justify expanding military power. Allulose Novakookie is quietly delighted to have found a cookie who thinks exactly as she does, without the hive mind. In fact, the two meet in the secret garden of the Rose Nebula, where they share an ambition that stretches far beyond their empire, to the farthest reaches of the universe itself. To the farthest reaches of the universe itself. And that sounds like heaven right there. How far can you go through the universe? Too much. But we basically got through all the cutscenes. Before I end the video, I'm just going to do a cheeky run through the plumbing Curious Rainbow Cube mine, because why the plum not? Apparently I had a mission? Well, I can claim a mission? Oh, 3-star. Give me that. Yes, sir. Yes, please. How many Rainbow Cubes do I also have? 6. I can get this. Or this. Oh. Let me run in the Rainbow Cube mine first, and then I'll see if I can draw for that one. You never know if I can get something special. Besides, this Rainbow Cube mine is open every single day and gives you free Rainbow Cubes. There's been times in the past where I completely neglected this plumbing mine, but not this time. So far, I think I've gotten a combined total of 225 one time, 225 another. So we have like 550, and we probably did another time from what I remember. I don't though, but I'll just jump. Big jump. Big jump. Nice. I missed one. Oh, okay. Hit the first jellies and then jump. 205. Maybe just a little tiny bit more. Oh, I'm at 224. I could have gotten one more. Could have gotten one more if I wanted to, but I missed it. Whatever. We'll just do I don't think we need to do a costume poll. I think the video is long enough as far as my knowledge goes, but we'll probably save it for another video. But with that being said, if you enjoy the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Kicker Run content, and if you enjoy my content in general, why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. And down below in the description, you can see all my social media links and my, what am I saying? My social media links and my card website where all plebs. You can buy some merchandise at the plum market. There's also moments in time. What the plum am I missing here? It's probably some old story. And also, results. That's why. 2024 and 2025. I think I didn't just, I don't know. Anyway, card website, you can buy some merchandise at the pleb market, and also there's links to my, if you want to become a pleb yourself, you can become a YouTube member for $1 a month or something like that. Above all else, I'll see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.